about cage fighting or my personal experience with an underfunded public school system.
Cage fighting!
Cage fighting? Whoa. Okay, so this was actually last winter break, and I was driving down to Grants Pass, and I meet up with my father at the local McDonald's in a town called Woodburn, which is in Oregon. And I don't know if you've got, I'm guessing a lot of people have gone to Oregon, but personally, I judge Oregon towns by how good their McDonald's is. And Woodburn has a very good McDonald's. Before, we had time to spare, so we went to another classic joint in Oregon called Walmart. And Walmart has some of the best prices you'll ever see and some of the cheapest people you'll ever see. Personally, I've smelled things in there that have lasted me much longer than I wish they ever would have. I've gone into areas of that store and just been confused by what I've seen. So after cruising the great shop that is Walmart, I meet up with my father at McDonald's, and that's always fun. I'm always next to a semi-truck, and it's next to a gas station, and I just see tourists and people passing through. And so I meet up with him, and we're driving away, and on a huge sign next to the local Dairy Queen, it says, "Salem cage fighting this week only." And it had 3 exclamation marks, which I'm guessing means it's really popular, or they have extra exclamation marks lying around, because there had to be a 2 for a Z somewhere in it. So I'm driving down, and I get to Grants Pass, and I call my friends, and we decided to meet up to another very classy joint called Sherry's, because it is 24/7. And it's Sherry's. So I meet up with them, and we're all hanging out, and I decide to tell my cage fighting story that the first thing I see when I come into Oregon is a sign for cage fighting. So everyone laughs, and then my friend JT, he kind of looks at me in a shocked fashion. And he's in drama, so he always likes to be the center of attention. And so I'm looking at him, and he goes, is it this weekend? And I go, yeah. He goes, is it in Salem? Where else would it be? And he goes, Ryan Compresso's in that. My friend Ryan Compresso is in the cage fight that I looked down upon when walking into Oregon. And I'm just shocked and appalled and being what will my Redmond East Side friends think of my cage fighting friends down in Grants Pass? So that's that story. Do I have time for my underprivileged school system story? I don't even know what my friends do anymore. I really would. I could talk about Grants Pass forever. But so my underfunded public school system. So I lived in public school city limits, public school limits. And it was really funny because I was actually walking distance into brand new school, but they didn't allow me in. So I got to take the 30-minute bus ride to what was Fort Vinoy Elementary School. And I was thinking back upon it just a couple days ago, and we were the Indians. And the fact that we were a fort that was probably used to defend and kill those Indians, I think the lowest class thing we could do was make them our school mascot, even though our school couldn't afford teams. So the big story I always like to tell is that when I was in 5th grade, our school system didn't have enough money to pay teachers, so we cut 10 days off school. And I think I joke about this, but in all seriousness, we couldn't afford to pay the teachers that were meant to further our education. Our school had 1 computer lab, so when I came up here and came to the newest junior high, I thought I was in Futureland when kids were shocked and appalled that I didn't. That there was a computer in schoolrooms blew my mind. I seriously was shocked. My school was falling apart, literally. One day I had a friend who was walking the halls, and a light came from the ceiling, fell off, and almost hit him in the head. And I remember the day walking out of that, and we had to walk on the sides of the school just in case anything else fell off of our school. And then when I got to junior high, I got back into city limits, but really didn't help. And I went to North Middle School, which is a very smart named school, I guess, because we were on the north side of town. And there was a South Middle School as well, so our The Grants Pass cavemen kept it persistent, and I'm not kidding. We were the cavemen. No, we have a statue of a caveman coming off the freeway into our town. So, as the North Middle School, oh God, I think with the Cubs for some random reason. I remember this one teacher I had very well, and I had him for like a class, I don't even know, it was meant to like further my job education. But the first thing he told us when he came was, half of you will be working at Burger King and a quarter of you will be working at the gas station. Yeah, gas station. But you gotta pump the gas, not even stay inside. I also remember that he just compared things to his daughter and told us how much better his daughter was than all of us. So you're like, well, you guys may be doing well in this, but my daughter's in college, because I don't think he thought that half the kids there knew what college was. And then, I remember another teacher I had there, and oh God, every class she would just go out and talk on her cell phone. I had another teacher who threw a table at a kid. And like, I really wish I was overestimating things about this town, but I'm not. Like, and I just love it because it's a place I'll always have a special place in my heart, even if that place is one I never really want to go back to. But, so I hope the next person has something really deep and meaningful to make everyone feel more emotional about, other than my town where people sell meth. Thanks.